Hello again, and welcome to yet another update about the Metaliminal Meteoroid Homefront operations. In the last 2 weeks, some significant changes were applied to the sites, which require a different setup now to be completed. In this video, we will go over the new suggested fits and tactics. Also, towards the end, you will find an overview about each faction version of the site and their specialities in terms of damage types and EWAR. Let's get started. With a Metaliminal Meteoroid site, the objective is to deplete an asteroid. The rock has about 14,000 cubic meters of ore. After completion, the participating pilots will each receive a payout. Best payout is 17.1 million ISK per pilot, with a team of 5 participants in the site. The mine ore itself can be sold to NPCs for about 13 million per site as well, which brings the whole operation to almost 100 million ISK in total. Here are the proposed fits, which will work for any faction version of the site. The whole setup, including all ships and fittings, will set you back only a mere 40 million ISK. Let's start with the mining vessels. Since your mining drones will now be eaten by some of the NPCs on grid, it is no longer viable to use them. Therefore, we opt to run with 4 ventures. The fit on screen is also linked below the video and features a max mining configuration with 2 Tech 2 mining lasers in the highs, as well as a Tech 2 mining laser upgrade in the low slot. Mid slots provide the shield buffer and help create an even resistance profile, so the fitting will work with all faction versions of the site. The rigs help further even the shield resistances and add enough CPU to the ship so everything fits. As for logistic, turns out the Scythe is a fairly cheap option that can run all Metaliminal Meteoroid versions with a configuration that only requires you to change shield hardeners depending on which faction you run the operation for. The fit on screen is linked below the video. The high slots feature 2 remote shield repair modules to keep the venture team alive. In the mid slots, our local active tank is installed with the exchangeable shield hardeners to adapt accordingly. Low slots and rigs are further helping out with tank, capacitor stability and CPO fitting space. The fit isn't stable with all the modules on, but since only one ship is targeted at a time, we only have to use the local tank or remote tank at a time. Now let's have a look at how to run the site. At the acceleration gate, make sure the resistance modules of all your vessels are turned on. Then, activate the gate with your logistics ship and wait 5 seconds before you do the same with the mining vessels. Reason being, you want to make sure the initial aggro is on your logistics ship. So, as soon as your logi ship arrives, make it orbit the beacon and wait for aggression before you do anything with the ventures. Also, don't forget to turn on the local tank. Once the Scythe has the aggro, go through each venture, target the rock and start the mining lasers. Now, go back to your logi, lock up all the ventures so you're ready to help them out as soon as aggro switches over to them. Also, use the fleet action to regroup your ventures so they all start orbiting the FC, which should be the logistic vessel. In case you're running for a faction which features jamming NPCs, you will have to relock targets and restart mining lasers after aggression changes over to another target. Site NPCs always focus their aggression, so only one of your vessels is being jammed and damaged at any given time. Alright, that's about it for tactics. With max mining skills, you should be able to complete non-jamming sites within 6 minutes. With jammers present, it may take up to 9 minutes. After site completion, you will have to drop off the ore in order to have enough space for the next site. There's one quite peculiar thing. More often than not, some normal belt rats that are native to the space you are in show up. These are not a big danger, although it may be confusing since they do not attack the same target as the actual site NPCs. And last but not least, here's the overview indicating the major differences between the faction versions of the site. And that's it. Happy mining. Thanks for watching.